Hey, Buddy Manning here. Welcome to a off-season report card edition of the Garden Report. So we look into each player on the Celtics and where they stand going into next season. And we'll start with the Summer League players. Why not? We just saw them, just got the first impression of many of the new Celtics or potential new Celtics here. And one player that we know will be with the Celtics next year is Baylor Scheierman, their rookie 30th overall pick, who started throughout this Summer League slate for the Celtics, projected to bring shooting, as well as some passing flair that I was looking forward to seeing. And we were going to get a feel for just how far away from NBA basketball he is due to the defensive and athleticism concerns. So let's get into it with Baylor, who comes in at 23. You expect him to be a little more ready than some of the players we see that come out after their freshman year. And we saw that from Baylor right away. Shooting not there throughout this slate. He shot 36% from the field, 29% from three, but he didn't fall out of the action because of that. He still took 7 threes a game, got to the line 3 times a game, and finished with 5 rebounds, 3 assists per game, as well as a steal per game. No blocks, which is something that we saw from Scheierman throughout his college days, that he's not going to be a competitive guy at the rim. And we saw that from the jump when he was guarding Jaime Jaquez against the Miami Heat in that opener game. But despite the poor shooting and some defensive lapses, I like the shot selection from Scheierman. You saw his comfort and ability to shoot and make long threes. There were 3 threes he took throughout this 5-game slate here from nearly half court that impressed me. And those flashes, I think, are important. You saw him do it mostly off the dribble. I think as a 3-point shooter, you're going to see him create his own more than be that catch and shoot off-ball exclusive guy, Sam Hauser's. I think that's the greatest divider between those two that you're going to hear mention. And there is real ball handling here, and that pairs with the passing, which is probably the most exciting thing I saw at Summer League. Baylor Scheierman's passing. He could set guys up on the move, could make some good decisions and be patient in transition. You saw a number of plays where he even got the Celtics out on outlets after rebounds, and I could probably clip dozens of Scheierman passing moments from this Summer League that impressed me greatly. I just love his lefty approach with the ball, too. Gives them a different angle in terms of the passes being made in this offense. And you even saw him being able to initiate the offense sometimes, too, when they got into some of the thinner lineups later in the Summer League. As far as the rebounding goes, always has a nose for the ball. Again, limited athleticism, I think, is going to prevent him from being, let's say, an O'Shea Brissett level offensive rebounder, but his positioning strong. One of my favorite plays of Summer League was when he tracked an offensive rebound from the opposite side, tipped it out to himself, and then dove in the stands to save it. So we saw that from Scheierman as well. But the defense is an issue. Is it going to be something that keeps him off the floor? We'll see. I think he's going to be in the mix to play some early on the nights where the Celtics are resting or injured. But defensively, I think a big deal for him is going to be the positioning and being able to contest around the rim, even if he is in the right position. You saw plays where he was in it in isolation right until the last minute, where a guy elevated over him and he wasn't able to contest at that basket point there. There's going to be some speed issues. Guys got by him in dribble penetration. They tried to play some drop behind him. Some zone looks throughout the Summer League too. I don't exactly know where it's going to be for Scheierman. I think it's going to be more of a case where they have to try to hide him defensively when he's out there on the floor. But it wasn't a disaster, and there were definitely some moments, stop on Jaquez, where he plays strong inside here, where you see his length, his again, positioning, being able to get him by on that end of the floor. It's not like he's a small player who's never going to be able to defend here. This is a guy who I think needs to get stronger, needs to get more athletic. He admitted as much toward the end of Summer League, and that's going to dictate how substantial of a part he is of this team into the future. But I loved everything I saw from him, despite some poor shooting numbers that weren't as strong as you wanted to see from Scheierman here. So I'm going to give him a B for his first summer league, his offseason, his first impressions here with the Celtics. Let me know what you thought of Baylor Scheierman's first minutes with the Celtics at summer league. And of course, show some love to our sponsor here, Game Time. Game Time right now, giving you $20 off your first ticket purchase. You have WNBA, MLB going on right now. Football going to be getting started soon. You might want to get ahead and look at some of those tickets before the fall comes around. Preseason games about to get underway there as well. Concerts and events still going on this summer. All of it's available at the Game Time app. Check out their flash deals, zone deals, as well as the panoramic views of your seats there on the Game Time app. Again, that's Game Time. It's code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. I'm Bobby Manning. Check out more of our off-season report card series here on CLNS Media and Celtics All Access.